Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit you with a video. Now, this video is highly requested, and I'm going to put a disclaimer out there. This video may offend some of you all, and this video is grown folks talk. You know anything involving R. Kelly. Yes, Mr. Keep It On the Down Low seems like you're ready. For some of you all, seems like you're very petty. And also, tempo slow. Yes, list goes on. But anyway, this is not about so much his music, but also about his music. Now, you know the singer R. Kelly, international superstar, real name Robert Kelly, been in the game for about 30 years. We first heard him, for those of us who ain't from the Chicago area, because they said that he first started out on the train, the subways and stuff, you know, pretty much out there singing and doing his thing. Then he eventually met some other people and they helped put him in the business. But when I first heard of R. Kelly, it was with the group Public Announcement, the song Slow Dance, Honey Love, lots of hits. You know what I'm saying? She's got that vibe. But anyway, very talented superstar. And I'm going to try to be as objective as I can, because I didn't want to do this video, but due to the fact that a lot of my subscribers requested this video, I felt the need to do the video, especially after seeing the Gayle King interview just a couple of days ago when he had a sit down with Miss Gayle King, yes, Oprah, BFF, best friend, if you will. Now, everything was seemingly going good, and I knew for him to sit down and talk to Gayle King, it's going to be some shit. He lucky he didn't talk to Iyanla Vanzant, because they probably would have started fighting each other. Miss Fix My Life. Y'all know Iyanla. Big shout out to Iyanla. But anyway, now, so as he's sitting down talking to Gayle King, you know, it seems like, you know, that the interview was more one-sided. A lot of you all might agree. Remember, I'm just trying to be objective. I'm trying to see it from both sides. And let me say this first of all, before I even get into the video, into the meat of the matter. I do not condone grown men or grown women messing with underage kids, messing with underage boys or girls. So I don't condone anything. So anything that he has done or allegedly, or that you all know about, if it involves a minor, I'm totally against that. But grown-ass women, that's something totally different. That's what it seems like. You know, not like you're ready, but seems like you have a lot of bitter hens after him. Seems like you have a lot of bitter people. And this is the power of social media. What he was speaking of, and that I was also speaking to you all about, basically is the fact that, you know, you're not even really tried in the court of law no more. You're basically tried online. Just like people can make up stories on you. They make up stories on me. They make up stories on other bloggers, other celebrities, anybody. That's the power of the internet. Now it's up to you to have the mind, the critical thinking capabilities to decipher what is true and what is fake. But at the same time, a lie is nothing to tell. You feel me? But we have been hearing stories from ages about R. Kelly. The first story that we all heard, that I heard, you know, speaking for myself, was him and Aaliyah. Just like, you know, for those who remember the CD, probably bought the CD, still jamming the CD, age ain't nothing but a number, going down ain't nothing but a thing. But like I tell you can't go all and everybody downtown, because some downtowns, they don't even clean up. They don't even wash their ass. So you can't go down. And age is more than a number. Now, I don't know if he was trying to give us clues way back then when that song first came out, age ain't nothing but a number, but I thought it was kind of funny, like, damn, age ain't nothing but a number. But anyway, so that was our first glimpse of Aaliyah, you know, and may she rest in peace. But, you know, it was said that he had married her when she was 15 years old. Now, the mom came out years later and said that was false, but I heard they got married and in some kind of way they went and got it annulled, but they have it on court record, so I don't know if the mom telling the truth or not. So fast forward, he ends up meeting his ex-wife now. I think her name is Andrea Kelly, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, let me know in the comments section. She was a backup dancer. As a matter of fact, if you go back and look at the video, you remind me of something. The song, you remind me of my Jeep. I want to ride it, that stuff like that. She was one of the backup dancers. So Kel's always had a thing for the ladies. But fast forward some years later, now I'm just happened to be at my cousin's house. Well, actually, let me back up. Before I even went to my cousin's house, I was hearing, you know, through the winds and stuff, because social media is nothing like it was back then as it is now. It was, you know, it's pretty much unheard of. It wasn't no Twitter, wasn't no YouTube or anything like that. Only way we knew something happened, somebody recorded on the camera or a VCR tape, and they had a VCR tape. So my cousin, I heard a few people saying that, you know, they got a guy look just like R. Kelly, if it's not him, bald head and everything, standing over what appears to be a young girl, like he took a whole 40 ounce and just took it to the head and put it right on her head, literally. And I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but basically, I didn't believe it. So as I'm stopping by my cousin's house, Crystal, may she rest in peace, you know, she said, I got that R. Kelly tape. So I'm like, what R. Kelly tape are you talking about? Not saying this is him, allegedly, but it was a tape. It was a guy who looked just like him. Now, unless he has a doppelganger, and for those of you who don't know who a doppelganger is, my people in the comments section can tell you, or unless he has a clone, which pretty much the same thing as a doppelganger in little ways. But unless he has somebody as a splitting image of him or a twin look just like him, which I don't know about, that appeared to be him. But I'm not here to convict anybody. But due to the fact that the person in the video, the young female, was underage at the time, that makes it a problem. Now, many people have said that this was the singer Sparkle, niece, and that she took a payout for that. I don't know if that's true. You can let me know in the comment section. And also, I didn't even know that Sparkle was involved with one of the guys in a group public announcement. I didn't find that out until the guys in public announcement. Big shout out to them also, because they made some good music too. Until they basically said it themselves that one of them was involved with Sparkle. So it's a whole lot of mess going on. But as I seen that tape, and you have to be a hell of a man. I wouldn't give a damn if it was a grown woman. You have to be some type of sick bastard. I'm not saying that this is Robert Kelly or R. Kelly, but you have to be a sick man. Anybody like water sports and you're not on a boat in a river or a pond or ocean somewhere, something is wrong with you. But if you let somebody piss on you, a grown person, I'm talking about grown people now, you got some freaky fetish I don't want to have nothing to do with. But whoever it was in this video who appeared to be R. Kelly, not trying to say that's him, because I'm not trying to indict the man or anything, but it did look like him. But whoever did this young female like that need to have their ass tore out the frame and also put in jail, because basically that was just disrespect. I don't care if it was a young person, old person. I don't care if it was male or female. And if you like getting pissed in your face, that's on you. I told you it's going to be one of those videos. But anyway, that was one instance. Fast forward some years later. Now, when I'm in college and stuff, I'm hearing people talking about how they used to see R. Kelly around this, I've never been in Chicago. A big shout out to all my people in the Chi in the Windy City. I used to hear him talk about how R. Kelly, used to be in the Land Cruiser. I mean, I can't make this stuff up, So he was in a Land Cruiser, all kinds of SUVs and stuff. And he'd be parked at this McDonald's, like a 2-story McDonald's, rock and roll skating rink, something like that, some kind of rock and roll McDonald's type thing. But he used to always be parked there, and people actually seen him, know him, and everything, And these were mostly females, and some of the guys, because the college I was going to, you have people coming from different states going there because it's cheaper. Tuition is cheaper when you go out of state, for my people who don't went to college and know about that type of thing. So I used to hear all kinds of stories about it. I'm like, kind of strange. Now, fast forward some years later, they say that R. Kelly, and this was on blogs, and a few bloggers broke this story out also. And they said that R. Kelly was messing with a girl. Let me pull this up real quick. Yes, that he was messing with a girl in Detroit, and at that time, the girl, and I'm going to leave a link so you all can go read it, that he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl in Detroit in 2001. And also that he allegedly gave the girl herpes. And now the female that he allegedly contracted and gave this disease to is now 30 years old, and she visited Kelly at his home in Atlanta for a period of 4 years, and says the singer gave her herpes when she was 17. And this is coming from their mouth also. Then they also said Kelly has a long and complicated Detroit history, including his alleged 94 marriage to then 15-year-old singer Aaliyah when he was 27. The same year he produced the Detroit Teens breakout album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. The two had met when she was 12. So what we should also do is question the parents in this situation also. And also the same with the Jocelyn Savage and this new girl who I just heard about. What's her name? Let me get it real quick. Some of y'all might know it. Clary. When they were basically saying in the interview with Gayle King, Azriel Clary, yes, and Jocelyn Savage, they were basically these females living with Kelly, and they were trying to say that R. Kelly have these women in this day and age with all this technology, have all these women on basically lockdown like they're in a prison. Now, if you're in a prison, that's something different. You got sentenced to that. But I don't recall no grown woman being sentenced to being locked in some man's house. To me, if you with a man and this man got multiple women and can damn near have any woman where he wants, let's just be real about it. Can have basically any woman he wants, and you see this guy with a lot of other women, either you're going to get with the program, which means that you're going to be one of his concubines, and other races and cultures have this also. But that you're going to have to share this man. They do this in all kinds of relationships and stuff. I mean, have you seen a guy on TV? He have like these sister wives. He had like 4 or 5 sisters. Nobody's saying anything about that situation. And also, the situation with Hugh Hefner, the Playboy Mansion. He was a playboy. I mean, how much blatant can it get? But it was no problem when certain people doing it. Now, I'm not condoning anything for his children. So let me repeat that. You might hear me repeat that throughout the video, because people will take what you say and decipher it and say that Trey is trying to take up for a pedophile. No, I'm not. I would never take up for a pedophile, because you know one thing how I feel about the children. I love the children, but not like that. But anyway, so Gayle King basically trying to grill these two grown women and ask them about their living arrangement with R. Kelly, just like she did with R. Kelly. R. Kelly was like, basically, how I'm going to keep these grown women hostage? Why would I do that? How can I do that? You mean to tell me that I'm going to keep them locked up, but I'm going to let one of them leave to go get some shoes from their uncle? It doesn't make no sense. But as Jocelyn Savage said it, and also Azriel Clary said it, that basically the family were trying to get them to start R. Kelly, get pictures with him, get videos, all kinds of stuff that incriminate him, and that way you can blackmail these people. And hell, you don't even have to be R. Kelly to get blackmailed. Now remember, I'm not taking up for this person, because you have people that will try to put shit on you or try to get you in a compromising situation. Hell, you could be a regular old YouTuber, and it's still all kinds of drama. But anyway, so you have that situation going on. Then as he go to court, because his lawyers advised him not to do the interview with Gayle, but the man that been drugged through the mud so long, so he finally speak out. And I really thought that was a risky move also, because they tell you anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. So actually, he shouldn't have even did the interview with Gayle, because they twisted that whole thing around and they took the spotlight off for the situation, because we supposed to be caring about what? These allegations, if they're true, these new allegations. And that's quite ironic, because it seems to me that hold on, the new allegations involve, because I got it right here, it involves a hairdresser, a birthday girl, and also an autograph seeker. Now, it says that, let me get it. It says, hold on 1 second. It says that one of the females came to him when she was 16 years old and basically trying to get an autograph, and the other one was 24 years old, was a hairdresser. Yes, an autograph seeker from a teenage fan back in 2008. It said it ended up leading to child pornography. Then it said another one was 24 years old, a grown woman who was his hairdresser. And also it said that the statement said that R. Kelly grabbed her by the head, tried to force her to perform oral sex, and then ejaculated on her, leaving his DNA. So basically, they're saying that this third person, which was grown, gave him oral sex, and he ejaculated, and that's how they got the DNA. Then they say the third victim was a girl R. Kelly met at a restaurant during her 16th birthday celebration. And her mom was concerned about Mr. Kelly's injury, so he helped her navigate around her parents. So basically, the dad would drop her off. He'd get her to take a cab to his studio, allegedly. This is what they're saying. And he would give her large lump sums of money. So all this was coming out. And then as he goes to court, he ended up being jailed for not paying child support, which is like $161,000 a month. Let me get it right. It's yes, it's like $161,000 a month. He had to pay $20,000 a month, which is outrageous. Do it cost that much to take care of kids? And also men and women, even though men might feel a different way because more men on child support than women, just like you should have a lot of these women on child support, the ones who don't take care of their children. I'm sorry if you're offended. If you're offended, you should take care of your children. But do you think that it's right for a man or a woman that's not with a person anymore to live just like if they was with them? You know, the children can have what they want, but is it still that person's job to make sure that you able to upkeep that life, even though y'all not together? Because remember, people break up all the time. So think about that also. The man was paying $161,000 a year, $20,000 a month. And you know, he said that's how he felt behind because he'd been paying people out. But this is what happens when you have skeletons in your closet. That's why when you reach a certain status, even before you reach that status, because what's done in your past will come back to haunt you, especially this type of situation. Because these are serious allegations. But remember, people lie all the time, you know, but you don't give them any room, any ammunition to lie. That way you can easily diffuse the situation. Like, well, hold on, I wasn't even there. That's not even in my character. But if it's somewhat in your character, You know what it is. But let's also remember back in the day, and some of you all right now, I'm talking to my older women, you remember the Al Green concerts. You remember the Teddy Pendergrass concert, Marvin Gaye, where you had grown-ass women in their 40s and 50s taking their panties off, smelling them, then throwing them up there to Al Green them, and Al Green them be smelling them stuff. Some of them will pass out and stuff, because some of those panties be smelling like straight shit. But anyway, you know, you had women taking their underwear off. Been doing this, but nobody's saying anything about that. Which means what I'm trying to say is this, is that these guys, even you don't have to be a singer, but these singers, these guys have millions of women flocking to them. So therefore, would a person like that have to keep somebody hostage? Now remember, I'm not making any excuse up for him messing with underage children or allegedly forcing oral sex on anybody. But the situation with Gayle King, you know, instead of them, to me, trying to get to the nitty gritty of the situation with Gayle King. Now they're trying to say they're trying to renegotiate Gayle King contract, because it's amazing how she stood there when R. Kelly was upset. Tell me, what's a man supposed to do? Like Carl Thomas said, when he can't take no more, what's a man supposed to do? Whether he's guilty or not. And same with you women, you're going to defend yourself, especially if you're innocent. Because remember, I'm not up here to convict a man. That's the court job. That's their job. I'm not up here to do that. I'm not one of these bloggers going to sit up here and call the FBI or the police on a person. My goal is just to be objective and get some sense out of it, because anybody can make a video for views or whatever. But the point is trying to get some sense out of it and trying to show people is that it's not only the people who push this issue to convict this man, to get this man, not convict him, but to get him arrested and put the spotlight on him, but also the bloggers also are responsible for this. For those who put out all these videos. Now, if the truth, you let it stand, period. I congratulate you for the truth, because the truth will stand. You know, you shouldn't have no problem with the truth, because if that's the case, you shouldn't be living a lie. But a lot of these people was lying on this guy, you know, just speculating all kinds of situations. But back to the story with Gayle King, you would think that it would be more about trying to find closure in this situation. But it seemed like to me they praising Gayle King. And not one time did R. Kelly call Gayle King a bitch. Not one time did he call her out her name. He was basically mad because he see everything's going down in drains. A lot of y'all might be saying, well, Trey, that's what he get. That's true. If he's guilty, remember that. Remember that, because what's happening now, they showed you this in movies years ago. You know, Minority Report, one of them, go look that up, 1984 with Orson Welles. That's another one, so the surveillance state, where you have people getting convicted based on public opinion and perception. You know, and then the court see that. It wouldn't be no different if it was me or you, and somebody had us all over every YouTube channel, every Twitter account, or every Instagram post and saying this person is guilty of that, this person is guilty of that. Sooner or later, it's going to hit somebody to the, you know, it's going to ring to the wrong person. And next thing you know, there you go. But he asked Gayle King, he says, well, he not asked her, he tells her, he said, hate me if you want to, love me if you want, R. Kelly said, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me with my crazy past and what I've been through? Oh, right now, I just think I need to be a monster. Hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat, don't let them out, period. You know, and that made very good sense, because these girls was at concerts with him. They have videos there. Even the night after his little concert he done, they was in a McDonald's with him. You know, so how can they sit up here and say they're being held hostage, the parents and all this, because he don't want to pay them any more money? And isn't it plain to see that this man made all kinds of albums, been paying people out all throughout the years? And true, you know, see, when you do wrong, you have to try to clean up your tracks, you know, if you're trying to stay free. But the point is, you don't do wrong. So his money been dwindling and been going down and down and down. So he don't have that million or 5 million to throw away, to give away, to keep people quiet, that hush money. But at the same time, you have to be careful what you do out here in this day and age. Then he continues and says, as he's getting tears in his eyes, you know, and we never seen him like this before, because even the strongest person break down. And I'm not up here, like I said, to convict a man or prove him guilty. You know, a lot of people already made their judgment on it. I'm just trying to get some clarification on it. And remember, I don't condone anybody messing with children. I'm not up here trying to defend a pedophile. I'm not defending him, period. I'm just trying to be objective, because as I see, a lot of people are just throwing daggers at this man because it's easy to throw daggers at them. But remember, what you do to somebody else, it will and can be done to you. So just like everybody already passing judgment on him, it can be also done to you. Just put yourself in that person's shoes. Now, as far as the children, the videos or whatnot, I don't know anything about that. I only know people say it was allegedly him, but that's not for me to prove, you know. But anyway, he says, I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Then he says, I'm fighting for my life. Then he jumps up out his seat, you know, and basically he's emotional. He's doing what anybody would do in that situation, especially if you're innocent. And then he says, everybody says something bad about me, referring to the documentary Surviving R. Kelly. That's why you didn't see me make a video Surviving R. Kelly, you know, because I'm not going to be one of these bandwagons jump just because it's a hot topic to jump on it. But then he says, nobody said nothing good. They was describing Lucifer. I'm not Lucifer. I'm a man. I make mistakes, but I'm not a devil. And by no means am I a monster. But if it's grown women, those grown women can't get mad because this man was a player. If he's a player, you know he's a player. He's R. Kelly, damn it. Let's just be for real. I'm not talking about the man like he's God or something, but trust me, it's a reason why you go to these concerts and it's a 30,000, 50,000 women there, probably 2 or 3 guys. And some of them might be moist and soft as hell themselves, but they might be just going with their girlfriends or their mom or whoever. But it's a reason why you go to a male concert and it's all those women there and very few men. What that tells you, they are attracted to that person. And it's strange the world we live in. People not attracted to you until, guess what? Other people are attracted to you. So this situation with the Gayle King stuff is crazy. Then he goes on and says, you can start a rumor on a guy like me or a celebrity just like that. He said, all you have to do is push a button on your phone and say, so and so did this to me. R. Kelly did this to me. And that's very true. But guess what? You don't put yourself in these compromising positions. Then he also says about, you know, when Gayle King asks Kelly if he done anything wrong, he says lots of things wrong when it comes to women. And anybody can see that. You know, any grown man, unless you just some kind of monk or just like you just a one-woman man like Dave Hollister, if you done been out here in the field, you done broke a few hearts. Start that old Michael Jackson song, Billie Jean. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking these young girls' heart. And I ain't talking about young. I mean grown women heart. Don't do it, because once a woman fed up, and R. Kelly said this, there's nothing you can do about it. He should have took his own words and listened to him. Not trying to be funny, but you should have practiced what you preach, like Barry White says, if we talking about singles. Then he says, I've done lots of things wrong when it comes to women that I apologize. But I apologize in those relationships at the time I was in the relationships. But anyway, it's a crazy situation, you know, and I hate that a lot of people don't wait until more of the story come out. And this is just a part 1. It will be a part 2 to this. But I just want to give you all my opinion, my take on this situation with him. Because it wouldn't be no difference if it was me. Because number one, I'm not attracted to no young little girls anyway. No little hot, pissy ass girls. And I'm sorry if you take that the wrong way. If you take it the wrong way, shit, you should be congratulating. Like, well, hell, at least he like grown women. So you can't please everybody. I'm not the one that try to please everybody, but I like grown women. I like mature cooking. So no story will ever come out on me about some damn kid, period. But one thing will probably come out one day. These heifers getting mad at your boy. I told you it's going to be either be these preachers or these thoughts. Y'all pray for me now. You know, God ain't finished with me yet, but I hate to see everybody turn against one person because it's the cool thing to do. It's the end thing to do. Whatever happened to being right, to being objective, just giving your opinion. But it's a difference when you try to go overboard, you know, and it's like these bloggers, some of them, not all of them, some of them are very good at what they do. You know, big shout out to them. But some of them just love to kick a person when they down. But remember, what you do to somebody else, it will and can be done to you. So just like they can drag him through the mud, they can drag you through the mud, you know. But like I said, if he's guilty for these charges with these kids, hey, that's on him. I have nothing to do with that. But the grown women, let's just be for real. Now, y'all knew that man was a player. Y'all knew he was a player from the Himalayas. But for the parents to sit up here and allegedly coerce their daughters, Jocelyn Savage, Azriel Clary, and all this other stuff to take pictures with this man and extort this man so they can keep getting money, that's sad. And Aaliyah mama, if it's true that he did marry her when he was when she was 15, shame on you. But Aaliyah's not here no more. May she rest in peace. Remember, this is not a bash video. This is more of a clarification. Just trying to see people's opinion. That's why I did a poll yesterday on my YouTube and asked, do you all think the charges against singer R. Kelly are true or false? Do you think he's innocent or guilty? Most people said he's guilty. Then the rest says they're not sure. Then the other said he's not guilty. So you all let me know what you think about this video. And it's sad that, you know, you have a lot of bandwagon jumpers, and even Steve Harvey himself tried to bash R. Kelly and said that he shouldn't have said that he beat his case. If he beat the case, he beat the case. You know, how can certain people use this in the court of law? When you interviewing somebody, it's no different than somebody said you shot somebody and you knowing damn well you didn't shoot him. Not saying that he didn't do this, but we going by the court system, their laws, and you beat it. That means you won it, right? So how you going to keep trying me on the same thing? That's what I'm trying to say. Now, all these other charges, that's crazy. I don't know anything about them. Do more investigation. You all let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share this video with your family and friends. And remember, keep your wool in your pants. Because I'm telling you something around here. It's a treacherous game. And if you got a name, or if you're trying to make a name, or if you see yourself doing something in the future, settle down. Do not be out here wilding out, you know, because learn from R. Kelly. People would turn on you. Now, if he's guilty of the allegation with the children, let him burn, like Usher said. But over some grown women who's mad that a man that they knew was a player left them, shame on them. It's time to grow up. Anyway, let me know what you all think in the comment section. I'm out.